Avalanche toss is going to be out onto Arbed. They do get the fatal bonds off, so you might actually be able to get through the HP pool of Jokam now.
Whack the creeps, Arbed! Whack the ball!
Sam H staying within range. Jokam is falling low, but he will be alright, surviving at about 70 HP, but I can't say the same about Sam H. So on the run, they do have the damage output on Arbed. On the position 1 Sven will take the first blood. Looks like this time around, Paulson should be okay. Zephyr, well, he's slowly closing the gap, but it's just going to take way too long. So instead, with this Iron Shell, the neutral creeps don't wake up. So,
oh, he finds Paulson anyway.
He does, but the cogs will not trap Min, and In Your Dream was around just in case. And the pings are coming out now. You better take that stack ASAP. Zephyr is just continuing to hang around on the clockwork. Dream will go ahead and take care of it as gonna soak a bit of XP here, but RP gonna be committed out of In Your Dream, and they'll just take a very easy kill on that clock. Yeah, not only their main source of damage, apart from Miracle, but even then, as a Night Stalker, you're kind of depending on this mid Magnus's. Speaking of mid, Carl does kill off Paulson on the Keeper of the Light. Trying to soak some XP mid, but there's a group up mid lane. Miracle, okay, gonna pop the ulti. Carl, Crumble needs to blink away, but he's gonna be surged. His blink is still on cooldown. Miracle's still on the chase, gets the silence off. Now In Your Dream with the shockwave, gonna pull him back in, and it's a great kill onto that mid clump. And now Cuckoo cannot TP away from Miracle, not during the night. Be 2 kills now for the side of Team 1. Yeah. Arcane Rune up at that top rune spot. Still In Your Dream around the area with that RP available. They so wish to try for it. Jokam still rushing for the Arcane, but he is going to go down to Arbed. And Carl is still going to manage to get that power rune, but here comes In Your Dream with the shockwave and the blinding light. 2 heroes going down over an Arcane Rune, but you're T1, you're more than happy. They go up towards that top lane, they'll go after Jokam. To be a fairly easy hook to land here. In fact, they won't even need it. Carl, he'll just blink in, but now the Avalanche will there from Jokam. They can still get him out of here. The Sonic Wave will be enough for the Shadow Strike. Paulson does commit the Will-O-Wisp, but nice hook shot out from Zephyr going for the secondary. Paulson will not survive. Cuckoo will take...
We'll have the Aghanim Scepter and 1,000 gold. It's going to be quite a big timing for them. We talked about the Ags on Arbed, but we didn't really mention Miracle. He's farming very well as well, and that Axe at Dark Ascension. Zephyr. He was stuck around too long. But these item timings are all coming up around the...
In fact, never mind. They're going to smoke up. Link is there on the Tiny to make matters worse, though, so T1, they're definitely ready to fight. They do hook shot in onto Jokam. No toss as of yet. Jokam just wants out for now. Sam 8 gonna go for the Stormhammer onto Sam 8. The Arbed Sonic Wave is massive, but there's a huge RP in the backlines on the 3, and they're looking to clean him up through the wall. Oh, Cuckoo is gone along with Wyman In Your Dream, however, falling below to Arbed's damage. Now Sam H chased down again by this Sven. Paulson trying to help with the blinding light, but now Carl jumps in on the Quap. Miracle gonna chase down the Quap. Does he have the silence? Not quite.
They got the Yules, they have the blink, so Miracle shouldn't be able to get this kill, but In Your Dream, you madman, what are you doing?
Gonna miss out. Quite enough damage yet.
They were about 10 seconds off that. You said Jokam obviously had that blink dagger. He didn't have it ready for that fight, but Miracle was going to get fired. Pretty free kill here from bot lane.
Cuckoo top lane as well. Going to go down to Jokam with the Avalanche toss, but Miracle does go down to Carl on the Queen of Pain. Fairly even trade, but that is your pos 1 Night Stalker. The beauty of the Darks here, even with the recent nerfs we saw today, is you can just keep split pushing lanes with no risk.
Are those cracks in Dire's
You think T1 has a bit more of a time limit with their draft, but Jokam gonna get backed in by Cuckoo, and now the wall will be dropped, so Jokam really has no way out of this situation, but he does get the toss off. Won't be enough. Carl still gets the kill on the Quap. What I was about to ask you, Foggy, is T1. In Your Dream just got his BKB up on the Magnus.
So did Miracle.
Suddenly that Aghanim Scepter on the Sven. Quite useless up against these cores, but he is going to go in onto Sam H first. Does back off after the Avalanche was there from Jokam. In your dream, thinking about a skewer, but won't try just yet onto Arbet. He'll hold out.
Curious, like obviously they're going to smoke behind. The rocket's not going to find anyone, so it might give GEEK fam a false sense of security about what's about to happen. But Zephyr's the pick here. That's all you're going to find.
Just toss in Miracle, and they'll just settle for what they can get. The clock's still going to run. Zephyr
Are they even going to get him?
trying to hookshot out, and he does. Hookshot onto Carl. But Whiteman caught on the Warlock, so you're still going to lose this position 5
They're
Warlock.
beating on Dire's top tower.
Carl's actually just blocking the tree line and make sure this Clockwork can't get caught out, but now Cuckoo has been spotted by Miracle. A great toss back into the RP from JoeCam. That'll be 2 more. Carl does get the use off in time, but cannot blink out in time. Zephyr, well, it all started with him, and it all ends with him. He is the 4th hero to go down here for GEEK fam as T1
Fortified their structures.
just looking kind of unstoppable.
Yeah, that is...
Be that really hard carry.
It is quite a worry though. Once his BKB gets lower, obviously he has to have... Or...
Hookshot in, Zephyr, he is going to be surrounded. Sam H still going to be fine, and JoeCam just for a very easy toss back onto Zephyr. So that's your Clockwork gone. Still Arbet, do you want to fight this? He'll turn back around to Sam H. They'll drop the gold, but it's just not going to be enough. Arbet cannot close the gap on Sam H, or maybe he can with the Stormhammer, but now the toss away from JoeCam.
That's sick.
But JoeCam's still in trouble. Arbet popped the BKB, and he does get the tiny. Here comes Miracle, however, with the silence. In your dream, he got Whiteman. Now this Clock in massive trouble. Still trying to run away. Carl, he cannot get out in time. Miracle, he got the Void off, and Cuckoo will also die. And once again, the only person to survive was Arbet.
Let's see a replay. Look at that toss. That's just beautiful.
Yeah. Sam H able to survive till the end of the team fight.
This is great what they do to Cuckoo as well. And right as he's about to blink, they actually use the Void to kill him. That sets up the kill. Obviously, Cuckoo trying to save his teammate, make sure he doesn't have Surge. He dies for it.
Green takes down here from Zephyr.
This is
Just
not
turn
the point you
around
want to
and
go on, Zephyr.
start hitting him. In your dream, he does have the RP. You do have to be just a slight bit cautious if you are on the side of GEEK fam at the moment. Miracle even going to come in now on the Night Stalker. Zephyr just going to hang around the cogs, but in your dream, we'll just jump straight in the middle of all of them and take out the Clockwork.
As far as deaths go for Zephyr right now, that's probably one of the better ones. And it's only going to get worse too, because we're seeing the power of double void using Polison's chakra magic. It's a lot of damage, it's a lot of slow, and it's all AoE.
One. That was a big one. That's Arbet, but no, they go after the Warlock. It's not spotting out Arbet. They do still pick up a great kill in Whiteman. That might be a Roshan here for T1. In fact, it is. Miracle just going to rush straight into there. GEEK fam, any important to let this one go? Do they even have a choice?
They have no choice. Without Golem right now, if they try to fight and they cop any type of free warning on T1, they get wiped.
They're smoking. They're going to try and rush it, but I feel like it might be too late. Aegis is going to go the way of T1. Miracle will take... want to reinitiate.
They kind of have to fight here. Obviously, we can see the ward, the GEEK fam heal. They don't want to let this ward go. Right now, they have all the vision in the fight. They can play around it.
JoeCam going to go in again onto Whiteman. Hookshot not going to land from Zephyr. They do at least get the golden down, but Whiteman is almost certainly dead to Miracle. And now the Will-O-Wisp out. Arbet needs to try and kite out of his team fight, but in your dream, he does steal RP. This man is still very tanky, but he's starting to get surrounded. Or maybe he's going to fight back Arbet. He'll try to man fight this one. Or no, he won't. He'll run. So will Miracle. Carl sticking around. That boundary spot, JoeCam will toss him up in the air, and Miracle on a triple kill now on the Night Stalker.
Yeah, Zephyr obviously being... We won't know this yet on T1, but I see no reason why they don't just go high ground and forcing out the buyback that doesn't exist.
Miracle.
That's what they're going to do.
Pulls the high ground, can be done. Great avalanche toss out once again onto Cuckoo. This Darkseid, he's going to search away, but it's not going to be enough. Miracle Has the Abyssal available.
Under attack.
And man, you've got to give props to Jocam.
Can I preemptively crown a most valuable player for game one?
Get him the car.
I mean, maybe that's too far for game one. Jocam's
Bottom
initially.
barracks.
Then you could probably just start to fight back. The problem is every time In Your Dream commits the RP or we see the Dark Ascension from Miracle, the fight's over so quick. The Geek Man, they don't actually have a chance to fight back. They can just survive the initial wave of skills. We're going to find out now if they can, because there is going to be a smoke out.
Yeah, smoke for nighttime. Obviously, the bounty runes are going to come up. I'd like to think Geek Fam was smarter than they're going to get picked off, but Zephyr's first to
has
go.
been spotted. Avalanche shots from Jocam, but no, they want the Darks here. Cuckoo, he's still alright. The Golem drop, but the RP up from In Your Dream. He's caught three of them again. That is going to be a wipe. Arbed and Zephyr are gone. Carl, he'll get stunned up. In fact, that was Cuckoo getting stunned up by Miracle. And Whiteman, he'll try to run, but the Avalanche is going to connect from Jocam.
Yeah, they're out.
They've called it. GG. That is a very dominant game number one from them.
A clean and dominant performance. It wasn't just that Geek Fam were making mistakes. T1 was almost perfect. It was fantastic. They're gonna get one. Maybe Polison gets two here.
Jocam, nice toss. Avalanche, he does swipe it away from them. He might die for this, but you gave first blood to Cuckoo. They are obviously very desperate. Okay, I think he survives on, yeah, he'll survive on 20. Miracle and Cuckoo just poisoning each other constantly.
I mean, but you can see Miracle right now is on the losing end of this fight, but Paula's
Gonna go for the battery assault. Jocam is coming into Hellbound. The Thunderstrikes are not going to be enough, not quite yet anyway, but Whiteman will barely. Before he gets the, probably already has Song up now.
He probably won't level it till 8 or 9.
Olsen gonna go down to Carl, who has a double damage, and he's gonna go for more now. In Your Dream, being spotted, got the glimpse off, and he does not have Chemical Rage available. So Carl, a double kill. Jocam, double damage for that matter. A great toss back onto the Void Spirit. He does not have Astral Step charges, but do they have the damage? The Resonant Pulse to Sam H. Continuing the chase now, committing the egg. Miracle back on top with the Scream, and they do eventually get him. The rest of Geek Fam have just left the building. Trade there, and T1 just gonna have to wait it out for now. They even invade the jungle now. In Your Dream, running out of space to farm it.
Yeah, all the while we're seeing Jocam obviously is the benefactor of
Cracks in Dire's top
engagement.
tower?
He is bot lane, AFK farming, and we saw how much work Jocam could do last game, and he didn't even have that much fun. So now that they're prioritizing
Miracle, Static Storm going to be committed for a great pickoff. That tip pos one clock's on. Now hook shot in though. Policy going to go on to Whiteman. Whiteman should just guarantee die heat to the Sunray. No, the song from Arbed is going to cancel that as well.
Leading on Dire's top tower.
They're going to try and continue this chase, but it looks to be all over. In fact, the side of Geek Fam want to re-engage now, back onto Sam H and Jocam. Arbed will just go after Sam H while they kill off Jocam and his courier for that matter.
Dire's middle tower.
The rest of T1 just going to hunt.
It's not out of the norm seeing plays here. But right now, you're right, he's got no play, and Sam H maybe getting caught here?
Have the glimpse back on to Sam H with the Static Storm and the Aether to lock him in. It's just too easy right now for Geek Fam. Miracle now being chased down by Arbed. He left
Dire's middle tower.
mid lane, but now what? Spot him out, gets the Thunderstrike off. Carl, will lead for Geek Fam though. In Your Dream on the Alchemist, still behind Arbed, and now Polison gonna get poisoned over. He might get Cuckoo, maybe not. Cuckoo on the run, but a great Sonic wave out from Miracle. Polison does kill him off with the hook shot, but now Carl going after the Queen of Pain. Does take out one. Polison is very low and gets taken out as well. Can they at least get Carl?
I don't see him killable here. They need to be careful. He has to simulate an 8th Remnant. I was just about to say, the egg. Make sure you don't die there.
They get the egg off, but it's not going to lead to anything. In Your Dream, he's going to rush through the die triangle. Jocam, he's going to go down to Zephyr. They'll chase down the Rubik.
They have no stuns. Zephyr has no TP though. Ah, yes.
They're beating on
They get the kill on the Rubik, but it's lost so much.
And that's including Manta.
Farming quick. He's been taking over this whole dire jungle. It's just fantastic play here from GEEK.
Oh, he's dead now, Paulson.
Yeah, getting caught out on the clock. Goes for the hook shot, and it was a decent one with the cogs, but it will not be good enough. Why? But still able to secure the kill. And there's Uranians coming up now. 16 minutes into the get out.
It's a 4-man telekinesis.
Is out from Arbed. He has caught the Quap and the Alk and make that another in the form of JoeCam on the Tiny. But they'll get the Aether and it off onto Miracle. They won't actually follow up here.
They want to be careful turning around though, because they will run into a Static Storm and obviously a Poison Nova. GEEK fam are prepping that. I think they're just going to fade it out.
In, Static Storms to be expended, but nobody gets trapped in the kinetic field. Still Paulson is very, very low. So is JoeCam. There's your egg coming out now. Wyman in trouble, but the egg has been stolen by the Rubik Zephyr. And he'll turn it back around onto the side of T1. They need to run ASAP. There goes JoeCam on the Tiny. There goes Sam H and your Phoenix. And in your dream is going to huddle up with Miracle, but that probably wasn't the best idea as you gave away Miracle's location and they give him a tip for it.
Yeah, I don't think Miracle should have still been there. Obviously, they were trying to...
Tower needs some help.
One, try and go on to Zephyr.
Tower is
Holds on, but he should just be dead and Paulson just get the hook shot to make sure. Have a way out. Now the Yule's Carl trying to go after the double damage. Miracle was the one to bottle that up. Fine, Carl. He's looking way back into this. Arbed just going to walk straight onto In Your Dream. Miracle going to be glimpsed back on the top, but now In Your Dream, he's surrounded. He's run out of chemical range. Leave him be. Still falling low.
Another Aether will step in 1 second.
Avalanche toss onto In Your Dream, and going to get taken out, and now the X going to be committed by our Phoenix and Sam H also going to die fairly easily. Now Paulson, a 2-man Cox is there. He gets one, he'll get a second, but Arbed, can you get the Naga Siren? Carl's on a triple kill, by the way, on the Void Spirit, and now Arbed looking to turn back around onto our clockwork and give Carl an ultra kill.
So what do you think they're going to pick in Game 3?
It's hard to imagine them losing this one. But still, gotta be careful. Carl is gonna get Sonic Wave down. That's a big streak to give away.
JoeCam, who will buy the blink instantly for them. However, Arbed is going to find Lucky Soul that's going to jump into up.
It's got the clumsy net as well now to make matters worse. We've got 2 nets available here on Arbed, but they don't need it. They'll give him the Static Storm and Miracle. He has no way out of that one.
Oh boy, what a rough day for him. He actually honestly thought he was going to be that Sam carry. Looking at his net worth, it's sad. The right word to say, or just depressing. Which one is?
Sad. JoeCam, he's been ensnared up right now. Gets the avalanche off. They are just holding him down for Arbed to come in. Still Paulson getting over the hook shot and a Cogs, but he'll be glimpsed back, and the egg may not last very long at this range. Will not.
This is in.
He is, but he is alone.
He stuns himself.
Stunned up a great thing out from Arbed. Oh, that is just beautiful play out from Arbed on the Naga Siren. Gets him to stun himself. Carl gives him the tip to make matters worse. And Cuckoo's on a triple kill.
Oh, but Arbed. And obviously no buyout, no BKB yet as well. And oh my god, JoeCam just got sent back to the base. Nothing's going right for T1 this game.
No, it's not. Paulson gonna get tossed back by Zephyr. He's still alive, but not for long. Still, Sam H will jump in. Miracle does get a kill onto Cuckoo. Now the Sunray out from Zephyr, but that's going to be cancelled by the avalanche of JoeCam into the toss. Still Miracle does go down the cop, and Zephyr just walks out. He just can't kill him.
I'm actually straight broken. T1 got to call it and restart. They just got to go back to Game 3. If they somehow manage to win this one, I will be astounded.
Well, you never give up. Carl, go after In Your Dream with the Spirit Vessel up now. It's much easier target to go after. In Your Dream, he's got no regen drop. But Carl, the Simile, going to get back onto the Alchemist.
Oh, he's going to stun himself.
He's going to kill himself here.
Oh, no.
Carl is still very, very low, however. A nice hook shot out from Paulson with the Cogs pushback, but no, he's fine. He dissimulates back into them of all things. Paulson just can't catch a break. The Aether and the Bird. Sonic Wave will at least kill Carl off, and now they got Sam H and the Phoenix. Zephyr is probably going to go down a Miracle, and does. So all things considered, that wasn't too bad of a trade for T1. But seemingly no chance of making that happen unless you had Paulson on the clockwork jump into Joe Cam. He's gonna get caught out by Carl and Zephyr. He's gone. With that death, the Aegis also goes the way of Art.
Bot lane though. Carl. Gonna make the Alchemist start. Oh, no. Gus. No.
He's coming in. Lift out onto Miracle. So much damage. He will blink away and just try for the TP. The Aether Remnant will not land either.
Radiant's bottom tower.
One bot tower will go down.
In the mid lane though, Paulson is basically solo dying to
Whiteman. Whiteman gets another. Still great avalanche toss out from Joe Cam. They will get the disruptor. Now Cuckoo is going to be striked up by Miracle. Can they stun him in time? Cuckoo just TP's right in front of them and they just can't cancel. Now Carl going to come back in with another double damage room.
I think this is the same one.
Okay, all right.
He bottled it. He bottled it. It's not completely... Oh, here comes the Abyssal.
Yeah, Arbed just straight onto In Your Dream. He BKB's up on the Arc and just goes back towards his own fountain. Now Paulson going to go for the Cogs onto Arbed. That is generally not a very good idea, especially right now as Arbed is just way too big.
What the just happened?
Yeah, I'm just having flashbacks to Watchmen. I'm not...
Falls. At least
Yeah.
Miracle does have the Guiding Greaves up now, at least.
I mean, the problem is that's your quote-unquote carry. The Guardian... Oh no, Jokim's gonna die for this as well.
Yeah, they just went straight onto him. Joe Cam getting hit by the Gale. He's also gonna die.
No buyout either.
Yeah, there's 3 health going down. Fast from Arbed.
Has a blink, but he doesn't have any basher or anything like that. Oh no.
Yeah, they jump onto Miracle with the silence out, and he is melting, but he's still alive. Is he? He does get the Sonic Wave off in time, but he does go down to Arbed. Now Carl just astral step out of there. The X-Stun does land on 2, but there is absolutely zero follow-up to it. And now with the song out from Arbed, they are just sitting and waiting with the Static Storm to drop on your Alchemist. In Your Dream is gone, and that is it. GG well played has been called by Miracle. GEEK fam.
Dyer's middle.
I gotta give T1 props. They kept staying in this game as long as they could, but from an outside perspective, that was all GEEK fam. That was all Arbed. He absolutely proved why he's one of the best players in this.
Uncontested, in fact. They go after a bounty now. Arbed almost kills off the Phoenix, but now Sam H with a double Burrow Strike, and Zephyr goes down and that caustic finale damage. Arbed might just go down now. Does pop a mango. Sam H. Chain's gonna come in from Carl. Arbed will turn back around onto the Sand King, and now with the Burrow Strike out, back onto the PA and Sam H. Able to get a double kill.
Like top lane, he's prepping to kill the lane.
Gonna be chased down on that Sand King. Carl to come in for an easy kill, but a nice Burrow Strike out from Sam H. Still on the run, Carl right behind him, gets the chains off and does go ahead and take
Ganked here too. I think Carl might be able to get him.
both breaks. He gets the chains off, the counterspell has worn off. Whiteman can get the glimpse off onto Miracle, and with that kinetic field, can they lock him down long enough? Here comes In Your Dream with a huge tornado into the EMP, and now the Burrow Strike out onto Cuckoo. Carl needs to find an escape route. Remnant towards the north, go for the bounty, we'll miss out on that.
Zephyr's about to get ganked by In Your Dream.
Beating on Dyer's top tower.
Burrow Strike, mid lane, Sam H with the EMP up. But they're going to focus on top lane instead, GEEK fam. Trying to go after Joe Cam on the Phoenix or Sunray. Does he have a TP? He does, but it's going to be too late. Cuckoo was able, just in general, they take towers quite slowly. Still Static Storm going to be dropped onto our Abaddon, and he is going to die. Pulse did not have level 6 yet, and now Sam H going to go for a Burrow Strike back out onto Cuckoo. A very nice trade out from T1. Still Arbed going to jump in on the PA, but a Deafening Blast out from In Your Dream with an egg in the background. Carl's still trying, but a Burrow Strike now from Sam H. They're still going on to Carl. They finally caught Sam H on the Sand King. And well, Carl wants to continue this fight, but eventually he will run it out. Or will he glimpse onto Joe Camp? We'll find another. GEEK family, they don't want to really slow down. Chain's going to be out onto Paulson with a glimpse back. It does now have that borrowed time, and Sam H going to go in with the epicenter and burrow. Does kill off Whiteman. They want more. Chain's out to the south. Who they found out is going to be Miracle on the AM, but Zephyr is the one who's just trying to back off now with a stolen tornado out onto Miracle, but a burrow strike there from Sam H.
Why? I don't know why they haven't fixed that, right?
There's your borrowed time gone. Try and run his way out. Tornado is going to be there. Now the Static Storm and Kinetic will be dropped by White.
Link talent with name M20. Mid lane, we're going to see a fight break out.
The center is out onto Cuckoo. They can get the Venomancer. Zephyr getting caught by that deafening blast, but he does have the Aphotic Shield, so he can just run his way out. Carl still looking to go back in for this fight. H goes for the burrow strike onto Whiteman. Sam H still in trouble, but Zephyr misses his own burrow strike, but now Armin just jumps in onto In Your Dream and melts him. Sam H getting glimpsed back, and that is so much damage from Arbet. Pulse is thinking he's safe, but Carl, he disagrees. He finds the Abaddon, and they'll give another killer for a second, and then the other second he wasn't. They have run into Pulse, though, on the line with him. He does have borrowed time. I don't know how much it's really going to help him out. He'll try for the TB play, but they're just going to commit the glimpse out, and Paulson die once again to Vision.
He needs to be careful here. They just saw him.
Burrow strike from Sam H is going to be out onto Cuckoo. He'll force staff away, but he's just stuck onto that high ground, and he does go down to Joe Cam on the Phoenix. Now the Icarus dive in with the Meteor Hammer out onto Whiteman. They want the other support, and it looks like they should be able to get him. Whiteman just... Carl just moving forward with absolutely zero fear on this Ember Spirit.
He has the haste rune. He almost has the leaping.
He gets Sam H with those chains. Fight started, and now Arbet just jumping in straight onto that Sand King and just rips him apart. Paulson already with that borrowed time. Arbet, he'll jump on the Joe Cam. That Phoenix is just gone. Paulson still running with as many Aphotic Shields as he possibly can throw out, but Carl is just on the chase, and once Arbet's there, Whiteman having a look, gets a nice ward off, and that's going to scout out everyone. Sam H, he's been spotted before he can get the burrow strike. Silenced up, Yules, and he'll survive for now, but maybe not for long. There's your Poison Nova from Cuckoo onto Miracle. Now the burrow strike and epicenter is there from Sam H, but it's doing nothing. In fact, it was Zephyr. He does commit his own epicenter. The egg does pop. Arbet starting to get low. There's another burrow strike there. Arbet still falling low. However, he does still strike out with the blur, and he'll be all right. Cuckoo may die for this. Sunstrike, no. Arbet's out, but no. Whiteman is not, and Cuckoo is neither. They both go get that kill.
Like almost none. But losing your courier.
Burrow strike out from Whiteman.
Yes, of course.
Okay, but now with the Glimmer Cape, it does force stuff away thanks to Cuckoo, and now Arbet just shreds In Your Dream again. They're going after net. They have found Sam H on top of a cliff. Forward. Joe Cam. Carl wants revenge, gets very nice chains off on the Phoenix. Still, a Aphotic Shield going to help the cause, but Zephyr is there with the burrow strike, and oh, he just can't Icarus dive away.
He went to Icarus dive, and the glimpse went out perfectly. It was actually
himself on the Phoenix, but nobody else quite yet. There goes Sam H. Go for a burrow strike onto Cuckoo, but now the chains are out from Carl with the Static Storm and that crit.
Baby!
Paulson gonna just immediately TP away, but no, they had the glimpse off. Borrowed time will pop, but he's just got no way out of this scenario. He's gone.
Carl not dying again for the rest of the game.
Burrow strike, they have caught out Miracle on the AM, and he's gone. There's no buyback available. The tips are out.
Do they call it now, or do they wait 30 seconds for another pick? I think they're going to wait for another pick. Here we go.
Joe Cam getting caught out. Epicenter burrow strike back, and here comes the egg from the Phoenix. But Arbet just pops his BKB back onto Paulson. No, it's the egg they want, and they do get it. Now In Your Dream, he has a Ghost Scepter up, but that doesn't keep you safe for that long. Arbet, meanwhile, is still not dying. He'll go back after In Your Dream, and he'll find him with the Aegis, and he just doesn't even have the damage for that. Now Arbiter just jumps in on Sam H, gets another easy kill. They buy back on the Sand King. Another great bonus strike out from Sam H onto Kuzma. Where's your follow-up? The static storm will be dropped, and Sam H does not last long enough for it to even be effective. And now Miracle just being perma-bashed up here will also go down. Joe Cam, he'll join the fray. An ultra kill out for Abed. Why not just give him the rampage in your dream? Trying to get back to the fountain. He does go swarm up, but Abed will be able to get a rampage. In fact, make it the second no. Carl will take the other kill.
Carl's a man after my own heart. Your teammate, he already has the rampage. He doesn't need it.